Hey Elijah, you were asking about a question that had something to do with something like this. And let's start by just establishing that when you have anything times itself in a square root, you now have two of those, right? So basically when you have something in a square root times the same thing in a square root, it's just going to pop that value out. So square root of a times the square root of a is always going to be a. So that means when we're distributing here, we have 2 root 3 times another root 3, then plus this 2 root 3 times a 1. So looking here, we have these root 3's that are just going to pop out of the radical. No more radical, and now we have a 2 times a 3 plus a 2 root of 3. So you get 6 plus 2 root 3. So let's practice. Like, let's say we have a root 5 times a 3 plus 7 root 5. So you're going to distribute the root 5 to the 3, and you end up having a 3 times a root 5, or we would just call that 3 root 5. Plus, so this is a root 5 times a 7 root 5. And so I'm going to notice that these root 5's pop out of the radical, so there's no more radical. And so we now have to multiply those by a 7, and we get 35. But don't forget, we have a 3 root 5 right here. So the correct answer of this monomial times a binomial is 3 root 5 plus 35. So just a quick recap, like 2 root 3 times a 2 root 3 would be a 2 times 2, 1, 2, times this 3 that comes out of both those irrationals, so it would be a 12. If you had a root 17 times a root 17, you'd just get 17. If you had 5 root 7 times a 2 root 7, you'd have the 5 times the 2, and then you'd multiply just by a 7, because the root 7's just produce a 7. So then you'd get 70. Alright, I hope that helps.